It's looking a lot more like AI is capable of reading our thoughts. This next breakthrough is a lot deeper, all the way down to the very tissue of our brains, where researchers have used AI to translate brain scans into text.
With the mysteries of the brain slowly unraveling thanks to advancements in AI, scientists are cracking the code on how tiny creatures like the fruit fly perceive the world. This breakthrough, achieved by training an AI model on the fruit fly's visual system, isn't just about the fly's perspective. It paves the way for a deeper understanding of human vision and potentially artificial vision technology. Let's find out more. AI decodes fruit fly vision. The human eyes have long been referred to as the window to the soul. This means that by looking into someone's eyes, you can understand their emotions and thoughts. However, windows work both ways. Our eyes are also our windows to the world. What we see and how we see it helps us understand our surroundings and decide how to act. This includes how we interact with other people. Now, a young scientist from Cold Spring Harbor Laboratory and his team have uncovered a major clue about how this process works. They achieved this by creating a special AI model of the common fruit fly's brain. The brain is perhaps the most important organ in our bodies. It controls everything we do, from simple actions like breathing to complex activities like reading a book or watching a video. It's fascinating that the structure of a fruit fly's brain is nearly identical to the neural network used in modern artificial intelligence. Neural artificial intelligence networks are AI systems designed to mimic the brain's structure and function, allowing it to behave like a real brain. The fruit flies have brains capable of recognizing, learning, and making decisions about every object and person they encounter throughout their lives. This means that despite their small size, fruit flies have quite sophisticated brains that help them navigate and respond to their environment. The scientist OWL model is designed to replicate how the fruit fly's brain processes visual information. By studying this model, the researchers can gain insights into how vision influences behavior. The fruit fly is an ideal subject for this kind of research because its brain, although much simpler than a human's, operates on similar basic principles. The AI model of the fruit fly brain allows scientists to explore how visual signals are processed and used to make decisions. For example, how does a fruit fly recognize an object and decide to move towards it or away from it? How does it use visual information to interact with other flies? Understanding these processes in fruit flies can help scientists learn more about the basic mechanisms of vision and behavior that are common across many species, including humans. This research could eventually lead to breakthroughs in understanding human vision and social behaviors and how our brains process visual information to guide our actions. This is a huge finding because it suggests that we may be close to uncovering all the secrets of the brain. Similarly, with this new understanding, neural artificial intelligence experts can recreate the brain structures of many animals, including fruit flies, in a computer environment. Through the use of this detailed map of the fly brain, scientists can conduct safe experiments on these virtual brain structures. This approach can help reveal the secrets of how animal brains work and eventually how human brains function. This detailed brain map shows what is where in the brain structures of animals. Using this map, scientists can learn about animal behaviors, thinking patterns, motivations, and even how collective behavior, like the hive mind in bees, works. For example, by studying the fly brain in detail, scientists can understand how flies recognize objects, learn new information, and make decisions. This information can then be applied to other animals and eventually to understanding human brain function. The goal is to use these insights to create AI systems that can think and learn more like biological brains. Most importantly, this research could also have big implications for artificial intelligence. By understanding how a real brain processes information, scientists can develop better AI systems. They can use this knowledge to create AI that mimics the way biological brains work, leading to more advanced and efficient AI technologies. How they did it. Assistant Professor Benjamin Cowley and his team worked on improving their AI model using a method they created called knockout training. Here's how it works. First, they watched and recorded how a male fruit fly behaved when trying to impress a female fly. They noticed that the male fly would chase after the female and sing to her as part of its courtship ritual. Next, they used a special technique to turn off or silence specific types of visual neurons in the male fly's brain. These visual neurons are the ones responsible for processing what the fly sees. Then, they trained their AI model to recognize any changes in the male fly's behavior after these visual neurons were silenced. They repeated this process many times, each time silencing a different type of visual neuron in the male fly's brain, and training the AI to predict how the fly would react to seeing the female fly. By doing this with various types of visual neurons, they were able to teach the AI to accurately predict how the real fruit fly would behave in response to different visual stimuli. With this, they found a way to predict neural activity using computers and ask how specific neurons contribute to behavior. This capability was not possible before their work. Their AI allowed them to see that the fruit fly brain uses something called a population code to process visual information. This means that instead of one type of neuron linking each visual feature like seeing a female fly to one specific action like chasing or singing, many different combinations of neurons work together to shape the behavior. Previously, scientists thought that each visual feature was connected to a specific action by a single type of neuron, but Cowley's team showed that it's more complex than that. Multiple neurons interact in various ways to determine the fly's response to what it sees. For example, when a male fruit fly sees a female, different groups of neurons might work together to decide whether to chase her, sing to her, or do something else. The AI model helped uncover these intricate patterns by simulating how changes in neural activity affect behavior. This discovery is important because it changes how we understand brain function, not just in fruit flies, but potentially in other animals, and humans too. It shows the complexity and sophistication of neural networks, and shows how advanced AI can help us decode these complex systems. A chart of these neural pathways looks like an incredibly complex subway map. Just like a subway map with many lines and stations, these pathways show a web of connections between different neurons in the fruit fly's brain. It's very detailed and complex, and understanding it fully will take years of study and analysis. Despite its complexity, this chart is very useful. It helps Cowley's AI predict how a real-life fruit fly will behave when it sees something. The AI can look at the chart and understand which neurons are involved in processing what the fly sees, and how these neurons work together to produce specific behaviors. For instance, if the AI knows that a certain combination of neurons is activated when the fly sees a female, it can predict that the fly will start to chase or sing to her. This ability to predict behavior based on neural activity is a big step forward. It allows scientists to understand the link between what the fly sees and how it acts in response. The future of this technology. This advancement suggests that AI could someday predict human behavior, though there are significant differences between fruit fly brains and human brains. For example, fruit fly brains contain about 100,000 neurons, while the human brain has almost 100 billion neurons. This massive difference in complexity makes it much more challenging to predict human behavior using AI. However, Cowley hopes that his AI model will someday help us decode the computations underlying the human visual system. Through the study of how the fruit fly's brain processes visual information and guides behavior, researchers can learn fundamental principles that might apply to more complex brains, including humans. The idea is that by understanding simpler systems, like the fruit fly's brain, scientists can gradually build up their knowledge and develop AI models that can handle more complex brains. Even though predicting human behavior is far more challenging, the research done by Cowley and his team is an important step in that direction. It lays the groundwork for future advancements in understanding how our brains process visual information and respond to what we see. Deciphering this complex chart of neural pathways is going to take decades of work, but if we can figure it out, we'll be ahead of the game. Understanding how the fruit fly brain processes visual information can help us in several important ways. Firstly, by learning how fruit flies compute visual information, we can build better artificial visual systems. These systems can be used in various technologies, such as improving the vision capabilities of robots and AI. A better understanding of these processes means creating AI that can see and interpret the world more accurately, similar to how living organisms do. Additionally, this research will help us understand disorders of the visual system in much greater detail. Many visual disorders in humans are still not well understood. By studying the simpler visual system of the fruit fly, scientists can uncover basic principles that also apply to more complex systems like ours. For example, we could learn how certain neural pathways fail or malfunction in diseases, leading to vision problems. With this knowledge, we could develop better treatments and interventions for these disorders. Although it will take a long time to fully understand these neural pathways, the effort is worthwhile. The insights gained will advance artificial intelligence and significantly improve our understanding of visual system disorders, potentially leading to better technologies and medical treatments. If you have made it this far, let us know what you think in the comment section below. For more interesting topics, make sure you watch the recommended video that you see on the screen right now. Thanks for watching.